Hi and welcome back. I have been asked, are certain number combinations more compatible in relationships than others? And sure, they can be. There's some that have greater challenges, such as 7 relationships, 9 relationships. But it's really a matter of where you're at vibrationally. And when I say a 7 relationship or a 9 relationship, that means your partner added to your number creates one number. So, right? So you've got an 11 with a 7 would create a 9 relationship. A 4 with a 3 would create a 7 relationship. So we understand basic math, right? Okay, good. It all depends on where you and your partner are at on your path. And I think all relationships on this planet are karmic. Grace. Anyways, so it depends on where you're at. If you're having issues in your relationship, you are having a failure to communicate, you're sick of each other, whatever, things just aren't working out. There's a lot of conflict. I want you to go back to where you were when you met. Were you down here? And was your partner down here when you met? And is one partner up here while the other one is still staying right around here? Or were you both up and one partner has gone down here energetically or vibrationally and the other partner's still up here, so you guys aren't connecting? So that's a sneezing cat. When your energy is not matched, it's not going to work. So think about that. Like attracts like. I don't believe in this opposites attract crap. It really doesn't work that way. So say you have somebody who's down and out, sad, addicted, what have you, sick, and they're here. They meet somebody who comes in and bonds with them right here. Well, where were they at? Were they sad or addicted or sick at that time and you guys came together? Well, what happens when the one partner gets better and they're doing this, but this partner here still isn't there. They're down here. Okay? And this person is trying to bring this person down. You know, they need you to come back down to their level in order for them to be happy. So there's a lot of manipulation that goes on, mind screwing, things like that, because they want to bring you down to their level. Meanwhile, you're trying to bring them up to your level. So you're being the rescuer. You can't rescue someone who doesn't want to be rescued. This whole old school method of getting married and staying married and being together forever, I think that's a worn out method. I think once you've learned what you need to learn from that situation, you have to do what's best for yourself. If your partner has absolutely no interest in coming to your level and you're having to dumb yourself down in order to be with them, why are you doing that? And the same thing happens, you know? When you're high up and you guys met, you guys were both up here, and now one has just decided that they're going to fall off, or they're going to start drinking, or they're going to start doing drugs, and you're supposed to come down here, you know, to meet with them instead of throwing them a rope and saying, come back up here where we were. How is that going to work? It's not going to work. So maybe you attracted each other in order to learn a lesson, but unless you learn the lesson, you're not going to grow together. You always have to grow together. So maybe you both came up here and you both came down here, and that just seems to be working, and vice versa, because we're always doing this in life. But when you get somebody who's obsessively stuck down in the low vibration and you're trying to raise yours, it's not going to work. You're no longer compatible. And I understand you have kids, you've got financial responsibilities, you've got things going on all the time, and it's not always easy to just leave. But one thing that you can't do is dumb yourself down to be with a partner that you no longer vibrate with. It just doesn't work. And you can't worry about what they're going to do if you move on with your life. I know these people that get worried about somebody either committing suicide or harming themselves, that's on them. You can't be responsible for that other person, especially when you've gone through all of the modes in order to fix things. You've tried counseling, you've tried everything you can try. in order to create this relationship. Some people just don't want that. Some people just want you to be in their little dark corner with them. They don't want help, okay? And this is with your friendships, with your love relationships. There's a lot of people you're going to meet that want to dull your shine, and you just can't do that. Not all relationships are meant to be together, okay? They're not meant to stay together. You're meant to learn, and if you need to discard, you discard, okay? Sometimes you just have to take a break from people. And the best ones are the ones that grow together and you stay together and you're able to, keep going through the channels. And that's great. But if you keep finding yourself attracting the same people over and over again, it's because there's something there that you need to learn and grow from. And then discard and say, I'm not going to attract that person anymore. I'm not going to attract those alcoholics anymore. I'm not going to attract those addicts anymore. I'm not going to attract those narcissistic people anymore. I have learned to spot it, to move above it, because I no longer need to fix people. I am no longer a doormat for other people. I'm going to see the trick. And then when you run across those people, their little tricks don't work on you. They actually have to, the last narcissist I dealt with actually had to tell me what he was doing that was narcissistic. And I just looked at him and just laughed because I'm like, yeah, whatever, that didn't have any effect on me. You can't be bothered by them. So you realize that you graduate from each level of BS. But to hold yourself in a negative relationship that you've outgrown is doing a huge disservice to you. And you're not helping that other person either. Okay? You're just enabling them to keep being a dick. You're enabling this female to keep bringing you down and being manipulative and horrible. You're enabling this guy to keep screwing with your head and gaslighting you. This is not what you need. So there are some numbers that are more karmic than others, but honestly, it really is where you're at on your path, how much of your life lesson that you have learned, how much you have assimilated, and how much that you've moved on, and you'll start attracting those different people. And if you look back over your life, you'll see I've attracted this level of person, this level of person, this level of person. And you really are not going to be able to even come in the same contact with the people that are down here. It just doesn't happen. So hopefully that helps and it wasn't too much of a rant. All right, take care. Bye.